So today I have a bit of a unique topic that I want to go over with all of you, something a little out of the norm. So, all right, let's go ahead and dive in. Here we go. Okay, so as I mentioned, I have a unique topic that I wanted to go over with all of you this week during our Facebook Live. And for those of you who are watching on our YouTube channel, this is a more unique topic than what we normally do. We usually talk about certain immigration forms and common questions that we receive, but equally important on your immigration journey is making sure you are taking care of yourself and taking care of your relationship. And at our firm, it's really important to us that we help our clients in navigating not just the paperwork, but the emotions that come with an immigration journey. So that's why I thought that the topic, the title, Navigating the Unknown, was so appropriate. And in your immigration case and in life, navigating the unknown can be exciting, and it can also be extremely overwhelming and stressful. And an immigration journey, you all are going to hopefully just have to do the steps one time. Here at our firm, of course, we dedicate our lives to this, and we have helped hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals and couples in navigating the immigration process. And so, we eat, live, breathe, and sleep this, but for you, this is a very unique journey, and it's scary. You have this relationship, you're excited about being in love, and now you have this hurdle to be together of all this immigration paperwork. And so basically, I want to discuss with all of you some tips and ways that you can navigate the unknown in a healthy way, I guess you could say. And so basically, I know what a lot of people do when they're on their immigration journey. It's human nature to want to feel in control, and you are probably doing a lot of researching, Google searches, and reading different blogs and forums. And it's stressful and overwhelming. Immigration has a lot of moving parts. You're trying to pick a path, make sure that you're filling out the right forms, making sure you're eligible. And so it just can be very stress inducing. And I know a lot of individuals have told us when they're going through their immigration journey, when they're just starting, or if they've tried to do it on their own, they say, oh, there's so much involved. And I would read different things, conflicting things on different websites and different places. And I kept wondering, oh, am I doing this right? I'm so afraid of making a mistake. And so you're not alone if you feel that way. That's very common. Immigration is complex. And so basically, I kind of wanted to go over a few things to helping you in navigating the unknown. And the first thing would be that would be helpful would be to hire a professional and hire someone who does this for a living. Like I said, we dedicate our lives to helping couples in navigating the immigration process. And I know you're probably thinking, well, of course that you would say that. You're an immigration attorney and you want us to, to hire you for our case. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that we help, and we love helping all of our clients. It's definitely not required, and it doesn't even have to be our firm. But having a professional help you, not just with your immigration case, but in any aspect of your life where you need a professional, can definitely help to relieve stress. So I'm definitely not saying this to make you feel that you have to hire an immigration attorney, but I can be honest with you that one of the number one things that our clients say is that I'm so glad that I hired an immigration attorney to help me. I was trying to do this on my own, and now I find that it's still stressful, but at least you can tell me what I can expect, what's to come, and I don't feel so out of control. The other thing I would say that you could do, of course, hiring an immigration attorney is not required. I'll definitely be honest about that. You don't have to hire an immigration attorney for your case. There's no requirement. If you decide to do your case on your own, that's completely fine. That's completely up to you. I would definitely recommend, if you decide to do that, to help yourself with the stress of the unknown, would be to at least have some kind of safety net. And by that, I mean, I would highly recommend that you at least have a consultation with an immigration attorney to make sure that you are eligible and that you have a strategy laid out for what will be the best case type for you. We have seen so many people who have basically misdiagnosed themselves, you'd say, in the medical world, and actually weren't eligible for a certain benefit, or picked a benefit or picked a path that wasn't the most efficient and added more time, or they had to start over. And so definitely having that safety net if you decide to do your own case, of at least consulting with an immigration attorney to make sure that you are on the right path and that you're eligible, will be key. And then also having reliable resources. So not just doing a general Google search and looking at blogs and reading things online, making sure you have reliable information. And so we have a whole resource center on our website because we know that people want to be educated in their immigration journey. That's for our clients, and then also for individuals who are looking for reliable information. Our resource center is on our website, Immigration for Couples, completely free. And we have charts of the steps in the process, what you can expect, information about eligibility. It is not information step by step for you to do it on your own. It's not a substitute for legal advice, but it does give you some foundational information that's more reliable and accurate than just anything you'd find in the internet. And also using websites that are from the government. That is very reliable and helpful. USCIS, immigration websites from the government, they have step-by-step information and instructions. I guess I wouldn't say step-by-step. They have detailed information on their websites, but immigration cases have a lot of moving parts. So making sure if you decide to do it on your own, that you have that safety net, that you're at least using reliable resources. And I also want to point out, a lot of people say, oh, they contact the USCIS contact number and they'll ask the representative on the phone. Please know that those individuals, while they work for USCIS and immigration, they are not attorneys. They cannot give you legal advice. And we've seen a lot of people, while the customer service representatives from immigration are trying to be nice, that they have caused people problems by giving them misinformation and sending them off on the wrong path. So a lot of the customer service representatives from USCIS want to be helpful. We appreciate that, but please beware that is not a substitute for legal advice. And if you do want to do it on your own, you really should speak with an immigration attorney to make sure that you are on the right path. The other thing I would want to suggest is that in navigating the unknown is that you just expect the unexpected. A lot of people say, oh, I think my case is simple, that it's easy. And I never would use the word simple or easy to describe immigration. But because immigration is a bureaucratic system, there's a lot of moving parts, policies and procedures. They're constantly changing. The forms can be updated, and human beings, of course, are the ones that are reviewing and processing your application. So inevitably mistakes can be made. And I don't say this to scare you, but I just say this so you understand that expect the unexpected in your immigration journey. Things will happen out of your control, and you just have to roll with the punches. Sometimes immigration might ask you for documents you've already submitted. Take a deep breath. Submit what they're requesting. If you need help, ask for help. If you need to make an appointment with an immigration attorney, do those things. But just know that you're going to have to expect the unexpected, no matter how easy or simple your case may seem. And lastly, my favorite piece of advice to give you in navigating the unknown is that stress can be all-consuming, but I ask you, my advice would be, don't let it. The focus on your relationship, focus on each other. That is what's most important. And that's why you're doing your immigration case, to be able to be together and to have a life together and a future together. And we see also often, we work with so many couples, we see also often that the immigration case becomes this third wheel, this third party in your relationship, because that becomes all that you might talk about, or that because you're worried and stressed about it. I know it's easier said than done. Having gone through an immigration process myself and my husband, I know that it's very difficult to do that, but we have found, and all of our clients find with that advice that we give them, focus on each other, talk about your future, do fun things together, talk to each other, as much as you can if you're apart. Try to really foster your relationship, because at the end of the day, that's what matters, and that's why you're going through the immigration process. So I hope that was a helpful video. I know that that's something unique that we don't always do, but I like to do these types of educational videos as well, because supporting yourself mentally, taking care of yourself in your relationship is so, so important. So I hope you found that helpful.